Should women do the carnivore diet? Well, of course. Today I'm going to share with you some things that relate uniquely to women on the carnivore diet. We're going to talk about how are we socially accepted? Like, is it acceptable for women to eat only meat? And I'll talk about my experiences with that. I'm going to talk about how the carnivore diet has made me stronger and feel like I'm building muscle better, but I'm not bulking out. Like you can see, I'm not bulky. How it affects my menstrual cycles. So if this bothers you, if you don't want to hear about that stuff, go ahead and click away. And how it's made me more passionate. And I think this is one of my favorite, like passionate, confident. This is one of my favorite parts of carnivore. So let's go ahead and start with, is it socially acceptable for women to eat all meat? Yeah, it's fine. Like, it has been zero issue. Like, the only people it's been an issue with are people that were gonna nitpick and nag and like whine about me. Angry vegans, I'm talking to you. They're gonna whine about me anyway down in the comment section. In real life, first of all, because when you're on carnivore, you're super satiated. So you're not eating every 10 minutes. So it's not like people are even gonna notice. So if we do go out to eat, I go ahead and order like a keto meal and I just don't eat the vegetables. And so nobody really notices that I only ate the steak. They don't notice that I've left whatever I left on there. And my daughter's on keto and everybody knows my daughter's on keto for medical needs. And so she and I share the same thing. A lot of times I'll just give her whatever my sides are. And it has been a complete non-issue. I will bring my food sometimes, like if I'm doing a like only meat and salt, I feel like that's a little too demanding to request if I'm going out to eat at someone's house. But if it's just burgers, that's like not I just like ask for it plain, like just give me a plain burger. I'm happy with that, thank you. And it has been non-issue. We've done birthday parties, we've done dinner parties, we've done out to eat at like a bunch of different restaurants. It's always been fine. When you do go out, it can get frustrating because like a burger patty is maybe 1/4 pound of meat and I will eat maybe like 3/4 pounds of meat. And so a lot of times I'll just eat ahead of time. And I just treat going out to eat as a social experience. It can get super expensive. Like if we go to Five Guys and I have to order 5 burger patties, it's a lot and it's excessive. So I eat enough to be socially acceptable. When I go out, I don't use it for much more than a social interaction. So now let's talk about cycles for a second. My cycles are more obvious. Like I've always charted and I use, I don't know what it is. I use an app on my phone to chart. I've been charting since like way before I had my 12-year-old. So it's been a long time. It's been interesting to me. I've liked charting. There is no doubt in my mind when I'm ovulating, there is no doubt when my cycle is coming. It's just like super obvious. I do still get PMS and I do still get like the cravings. I found that if I'm craving chocolate a lot, I'll just go like brown up a pound of ground beef in a pan and like add bacon grease or add bacon, like bacon sprinkles. And so that fills me up. And so I might still want chocolate, but I'm full and it's hard to like really want food when you're full. If I tried to do the same thing with a salad, like obviously that's not going to fill me up and it's like not even remotely satisfying. I'd probably still go eat chocolate. But if you still are craving something after a pound of ground beef and like some bacon, then if you go have like some Lily's chocolate once a month, I really don't think that's a big deal. I found that my cravings usually aren't so bad after I've eaten a bunch of that meat just because it's so nutrient dense and it's really what your body does need. And definitely with some salt on it as well, the cravings aren't an issue. Yeah, so that's my answer to cravings. Go brown up a pound of ground beef, eat that and see if you still want chocolate. And if you do, I really don't think it's the end of the world. I think you're still going to see a lot of healing if the other 29 days or 27 days out of the month you're eating all carnivore. I wanted to talk about your cycles really quick. We talked about this in the Keto for Women video, and I will link to that also. But your cycles can go wonky, and the reason, especially if you're losing weight or you're recompositioning, which I kind of touched on, I feel like I'm building muscle faster, my endurance is better, I just feel stronger, and I can even like feel, as I talked about in my 2-month video, that like my pelvic floor is tightening up. So I know that like my core is stronger, I just feel stronger. And so that could be that I'm trading fat for muscle. And even if my weight isn't changing a lot, I am losing fat. And with that fat loss, whether you're doing it intentionally to lose weight or you're just recompositioning, with that fat loss, estrogen is released because we store quite a bit of hormones in our fat. And so it might be making your cycles super wonky, and this can be like alarming, like maybe this isn't healthy for me. But once your fat loss stabilizes and your weight stabilizes, it will most likely go right back to normal. But if you have like crazy keto or crazy carnivore periods that are super heavy, or you're skipping, or they're going early or they're going late, that can be because of the estrogen that is being released as your fat gets burned. And so this is a good thing, but it can be kind of alarming for women. So I did want to touch on this here. The last thing that came from Carnivore, and like I really love all sorts of things that came from Carnivore, but the one that specifically, I think this relates to our gender, and men might see the same benefit as well. I don't know, but I feel so much more passionate. And a lot of people will take a passionate woman, a woman that is confident, and think it's anger or it's overreacting. And it's not. I don't feel angry. I'm not like trying to change anybody else, but I am very confidently and passionately sharing with you that eating meat, whether it's meat-based keto or it's trying zero carb or like the carnivore diet, that can be great for so many people. Like I just feel like this is such a great human biology appropriate diet that I am passionate to share. So I'm passionate here on YouTube. I feel passionate with my parenting. I feel more confident as a parent, and any parent or anyone that's worked with kids, like they can sense insecurity a mile away. And so the more confident you are with your kids, and this isn't beating them, this isn't shaming them, this isn't like forcing compliance. I'm not a drill sergeant over here. I am just like no doubt confident that you can definitely go rinse your plate and put it in the dishwasher. And they just kind of follow in line. So our whole household has become calmer. I'm more passionate about them like doing the responsibilities they definitely can do. And it's funny, like when they sense that confidence from their parents, they definitely respond really well to that. And cleanup time is more fun and everything's more fun. Like I do have more energy from Carnivore as well, but I feel like the passion is something that my children are really benefiting from, that mom's passionate about how beautiful it is outside, and mom's passionate about her work, and she's passionate about what they are able to do. It gives them more confidence as well. Like, as you know, our kids are our little mirrors. And so I've also been passionate about their diet a lot this summer, where summer is just kind of a good transition time for us. It's kind of a natural time for us to change up diets a little bit. And I've been feeding them mostly meat. And so they'll eat mostly meat and then some vegetables and some berries as a condiment. And it's been great. I even noticed like I made them coconut flour blueberry muffins that are made with a lot of cream cheese. And I put that out, and I put sausage patties out. The sausage patties were gone. And those little blueberry muffins, they used to beg for blueberry muffins, were still on the plate. I feel like they're even adopting this diet as well. I thought for sure that we're like maybe 6, 7, 8 weeks into me feeding them mostly meat, and they're eating mostly meat. There's been no complaints, and there have been complaints in the past, like when we've done GAPS and we've done keto. They just eat their meat. And they seem to, like, it seems to be healing their body, healing their brains, and they're craving it. My kids have always been good eaters, so I will give you that disclaimer. If you have kids that are super picky or have sensory issues, check down below, or if I don't remember to link it, comment and I'll try and do that. Or you can search my other videos. I have stuff on getting picky eaters on GAPS, and I have stuff on getting picky eaters just to eat more varieties of foods. So my kids did start out as good eaters, but seeing them move to prefer all meat is something that I have definitely enjoyed over the summer. And I think that is like, I don't know, probably 3/4 that meat's actually really good for them and they recognize that. And 1/4, like, mom eats all meat. Mom seems to think this is great. So that passion is definitely benefiting my family. So if you want to see what I eat, I've got a playlist over there, and I've got a few different sample days of what I eat. It's really simple. It's like, don't overcomplicate this. If you want more help, click over there, and I do have my carnivore meal plan, and it's not only a meal plan for 30 days, it gives you like tips on where to shop, tips on like how you're going to be feeling, and like when you need to adjust your electrolytes, how to stay on track when you're getting used to the diet, how to troubleshoot if you're having a hard time with it. It's kind of my love letter to you as you start the carnivore diet is all in that 30-day carnivore meal plan, because that's really passion, so much passion. It's my passion is to help as many people feel as good as possible, raise these healthy, vibrant families as possible. I will see you back soon. Bye.